What's up, guys? Mitch from RespectMyRegion.com here with a new episode of Respect My Region Plus. Today we have the legendary Nacho Picasso joining us. How you doing today, Nacho?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Enjoying the day.
Joining us down here from down there in California.
Sunny California, man. Sunny California. Palm trees, pollution. You feel me? All of it.
Yeah, I'm back up here. Seattle. How long you been out there? What, a couple years now?
Yeah, it's already been like 2 years, man. Maybe a little longer than 2 years. But they've been COVID years, so they don't really
Yeah.
count. Like I moved down here right when that shit, like in the very first stages of that. So it's time just fucking I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
God damn, I guess it's been about 2.5 years already.
Shit. How you liking it down there versus up here?
Uh, the thing about wherever you go, you got to bring yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really a down there versus
Sure.
up here. It's I just like myself better. So wherever the fuck I go right now, you feel me? I'm in a very peaceful, tranquil. You know what I'm saying? But I've been getting a little homesick a little bit lately. Think about home a little more. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I love it up here too, man. Anywhere is fine when you just mind your business and just. I'm just in my own little world, man. It's cool.
And then are you kind of kicking it to yourself out there? Are you taking advantage of being like around more infrastructure and people and doing some networking and music and shit?
I'm a complete hermit. I'm an old bitter man. I walk around like a old mobster who's in been relocated. You know what I'm talking about? I'm chilling, man. I got a cat. I still do a little uh behind the scenes music shit. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I'm still a whore. If there's some money to it, I'll get to it. What you need me to do? But yeah, just recently I started going back in the studio for myself. But man, it's been a long hiatus. It's been like I think my last album came out like 2017. I've been chilling, but I don't
Yeah.
do nothing but lift weights, smoke weed, play video games, eat food. Like I'm retired.
Said
You
I'm
know?
I'm done with this rap shit. What made you kind of want to hang it up? Is it just or take a pause, a remission, whatever you want to call it? What kind of sparked that?
Well, I wanted to hang it up, honestly. Um, I had a good run. I think I came out at the perfect time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right before it was like independent artists could still be independent
Hmm.
artists. You could throw some shit into the sky and you don't know where it might land. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the industry has taken a, back control of itself. You know what I'm saying? And it's got real structured and programmed and kind of boring to me, my opinion. And then also I went through a lot of changes. Uh, I went through a lot of changes since my last album,
Mm.
and since I started began in the shit, So it's just like I had to. I didn't. I didn't really know how to transition. I didn't really feel the need to. I felt like it
Hmm.
was a good place to close that chapter. But then I got bored.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got some talent, and so obviously you got a passion for it. Nobody does music without any form of any form of passion for it, and so it's hard for that to I feel like completely fade away.
Oh yeah, I still love the process.
Hmm.
I love making music. I love writing. It's I don't the suit shit. I don't really like releasing it as much
Yeah.
as I used to. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm just in such a good place. It's like it ain't really about. I'm not out here trying to get new fans or this is just for the hey, if you tune in, this is for my people who've been tuning in.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like I could have. If I'm gonna end, I want to end it a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? End it on my own terms. No rush, no nothing. It feels great. You know, it's no pressure, no stress. You know, I never had a boss. I never been that. No one telling me what to
Mm.
do. But you know, nobody's outside expectations, man. Like I don't give a fuck if I even put it out. I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
I'm I'm having fun, man.
And man, I can respect that, and that makes sense. Like I say once like technology or the game shifts, when like mixtapes came out or burn CDs came out, it creates this, it shifts the industry off its axis a little bit, where just the people grinding can kind of eat for a second. There's an
Just a
opportunity
little window,
there. Yeah,
but then they
exactly.
always figure it out.
Yep, yep. And then they build the system up around it, box it in, and then they got way too much money. Once they figure out the system the right way and buy their way in, then it's now you're playing the same game against money, right? Tilts where you don't necessarily need money to grab a piece of land, if you will. And
Man, I think we had a little window, 2012, 2013 to about 2015, where the artists um, had a little more like access
mhm,
and a little more control, and people were looking for new things, and like shit was new. People were connecting through social media. Da, da, da. But then there was just this formula. We motherfuckers saw what worked. Industry. Oh, there's a little hole in my shirt. Let me sew it up. Now they got the formula. They could apply it to anybody. You feel me?
absolutely.
Close their eyes. Bam. Formula. Boom. And that's what it is. So
Absolutely. And like, because that's what we were saying, alluding to, like the freedom of just putting stuff out. Like that 13 to 15 was, I feel like, a combination of like social media, but early, not, it's not like the TikTok, not the fast pace here for half a second. Like someone might live for a minute, a couple minutes, right? Not just a half a second. And you had blogs and stuff. And so you benefited, I think, from just, I mean, you put out a shit ton of music over a, a decade's worth of time. And that got just catapulted like on all these different platforms just pretty organically, correct?
oh, it was very organic, man. You could see I barely even know how to log into this meeting we was in. I'm not a technology guy. You feel me? I don't have farms downloading. You know what I'm saying? Back then I ain't even really have any expectations. So everything that was happening was new to me too. I'm like, what? How's that happening? Because shit could happen fairly organically. And shit, yeah, I don't. It was cool, and I'm not here to say shit can't happen organically either. Now,
Right.
no, I'm not here to discourage nobody, because I think they're looking for something new. They're waiting for something new now more than ever, because now like shit's getting a little bit boring. You feel me? A little repetitive. There's
Right.
hella good artists, but I'm saying the shit that the industry is pushing. Okay, we get it.
Yeah. I
Just
mean, comes down to that formula, right? Like they're investing dollars in something, they want to get something out of it. When you know what's working, it's a low risk factor to invest outside of that. You invest in the
yeah.
same formula,
Why take a
copy
chance?
paste.
Why take a chance?
Right. But I think that the stuff that sticks out and like really cuts through past like just another single that blends in is like unique stuff. Something, whether it's like, timeless, they say like the voice is like 42 Doug, or older like a Jadakiss, some of those voices that cut through sonically just so different. And it's funny because all these artists and the machine wants to carbon copy, but the shit that really like blast through, whether it's just a little bit more or Hall of Fame type level, it's always like got this unique sound to it. And I think for yourself, right, you had a unique sound, like cadence, a unique voice, a unique vibe, and so you feel like you attribute a lot of your success of being so different early
Yeah,
on.
yeah. It was definitely. Uh, I wasn't. I wasn't molding myself after anybody else for sure. I was. I didn't even know how to write 16s when I started rapping. So it was just like my cadence was all over the place. I didn't give a fuck.
Hmm.
Most of the time, I didn't really want to do the shit over and over. I didn't want to punch. This was back when like, look, I'm gonna say the shit once, and you can hear the coke sniffles. You can hear my drunken slur. I'm gonna say the shit once, and you make it sound good. I'm working on the next song already. You feel me? That's why
Hmm.
we're pumping so much out. I was in a crate I'm a deist state of mind. Like I was just, and I'm mad at everybody for just letting me do that much drugs for that long and just recording me. Somebody should have stepped in, but whatever. I'm here now. We're good. But when I look back, I'm like, God damn, like what the fuck was you niggas just letting me say whatever? But one thing I don't like and never have is my voice. I've always, my voice is my voice. But even now, even with the new shit, I'm like, fuck. I everyone has something that they're not that
Hmm.
comfortable with. I don't like how my voice records people in the past. Man, your voice sticks out. You got a cool voice. I'm like, man, I try to picture the dude that I hear, and it don't look like me.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that.
Some
Uh,
fat dude with braids or something. Sounds like he's been through some shit, but I wish I had like a cool accent or something. These kids today love accents, and I don't blame them.
yeah,
Everything sounds cooler in an accent.
yeah, and I
You gotta
want
say shit.
people out there that are aspiring artists that hear that, like, for me, that what stands out is like, one of the more successful people from our home region, right, set out to just do him and not carbon copy and make something unique, and that was the attribution of success. And I think so many people get so caught up in copy and pasting and not just being their authentic self. And like, if you find your authentic self, people will find shit that'll relate to that. So what are some of the concepts in your music you feel like that, because you got I know you got like hardcore fans. I see comments and shit on the internet. What are some of the shit that you feel like over your career people kind of reach out to you, like just aspects of your music and yourself that people just really like catered to and connected to?
Like if you really listen, my music's it's of course it's brutally honest. It's a little bit trolling sometimes. Like I touch on shit that nobody wants to touch on. I like making shit uncomfortable, in a playful manner.
Hmm.
Uh like my nigga Bob Saget, rest in peace. But um the vulnerable it's vulnerable. You feel
Hmm.
me? Like I never felt like I was too cool to make fun of myself or say something that I had went through, you know, embarrassing or sad or whatever. So I think from what I get from a lot of people who really uh, tell me what it meant to them at a point, it's like there's something. I don't care who you is. There's something if you listen hard enough that you can identify with and find strength. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Cause I went through hella shit, and I ain't never been no Crimea River. You know what I'm saying? Violin motherfucker.
Hmm.
Uh, we all go through hella shit, whether it's big or small. You know what I'm saying? But I can laugh at anything, man. It's fuck, cause it's the worst shit. The funnier it is, cause like, goddamn, is this really what's going on? And yes, this is really what's going on.
Right,
So
right.
man, can't do shit but laugh. What you gonna do? You can only cry so many tears. You can laugh
Yeah.
forever. God damn it.
I feel that. That's a philosophical thing about life, right? Like you're dealt a bad hand, like you got to do something with it. You're gonna soil in it and cry about it, or you know what I mean, change your perspective. And I think a lot of people that healing starts with whether it's accepting it or being able to just laugh at some shit,
Like the crow, Brandon Lee said, it can rain every day, and that's the damn truth. Feel me?
man.
Like shit, shit'll be in the gutter for a long time. Like I'm great. I'm great now. Like yeah, I was on. I didn't been on all kinds of weird shit, all kinds of depressions, and you know what I'm saying, situations where I felt hopeless and
Mm,
couldn't. You know what I'm saying? I done been through it. And I got through it, and then I got to it, and everyone will. You know what I'm saying?
100. And I say, something else about your music. I don't think that, the unique sound, the unique voice, I think is what a lot of people cater to. But you had bars over your career. So how competitive were you in trying to up the ante in terms of lyrics and metaphors? Is that something that just came to you or something you enjoyed about it? Or did you view as like writing and really getting after just bars and being creative with words? Like how competitive did you put like an emphasis into that portion of the music?
Like for me, um, replay value growing up when I was young, I was metaphors because I could listen to a song 10 times and it could be my joint, and then one day I'll hear it and I'm like, wait, I understand what this. He put two and two. Did he just say what I? You know what I'm saying? And that excited me. So I was like, if people can like the song without, because nobody really knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's keep it real. It's like a 3%. Uh, so it's like if people can like the song before they know what you're talking about,
Hmm.
and then you're talking about some deep shit, but making it sound very, very shallow.
Hmm.
You know, it's almost like those puzzles that you stare at and you don't see nothing. Then you look long enough, you start seeing shapes. So that's why, like, a lot of people like hit me now and talk about album I put out 10 years ago that they just found. And my yo, what the? Because the shit. I'm not to say it's timeless. All my music's timeless. That's corny. But like, you can listen to it 100 times and hear something new
Mm,
if you listen hard enough.
right.
And it's real, you know what I'm saying? Like you can hear it, bro. I be hearing some certain songs, and I'm just like, I can hear the pain. I can tell what I was going through that day. I can hear the slur. I could tell I was too drunk to be recording. You know, hear the sniffles in the background during the hook. Like those are real sniffles. Like
Yeah.
motherfuckers was functioning on some bad energy. Some fine line, man. Look.
Right, right, right. Really, really living that fucking rock star life, man. And that was something that, like, a lot of people, I know your reputation during that era was like a lot of people be talking about some rock star shit or portraying that shit. Nacho was really living it, and you just caught a glimpse of it through the music or
Bro, I
photos,
was
right? It
living
wasn't
it
the image.
before. I was living it before I get the studio. That's why I started. My cousin was like, "Bro, you you doing all this shit that motherfuckers is talking about. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you rap?" And I'm like, "Man, I can rap, but I can't. I don't know how to write. I don't know how to structure." So then once I actually had an excuse to be myself, oh, the debauchery, it was horrible. And that's just who I was at that time. But it was man, I didn't have half the pool Motley Crue had, okay? And I would love to stack our shit as far as sex, drugs, and rock and roll, man. Look, I'm a happily taken man. I'm off the market. I'm drinking water, and I haven't hit anybody in years. I don't think. But I was doing it, fighting, fucking, and fucking shit up. That's what we did, like 24/7. We ain't turn it off. 10 years. Why do you think I'm sober now, man? I'm tired.
Had to retire just out of fucking
Oh,
energy,
they
huh?
had to hang my jerseys, and I'm not even saying I'm a tough guy. I could probably whoop a lot of people's ass, but I'm not saying I'm the toughest guy ever. But there was at least a solid year and a half where if you did anything weird to me or offended me, I slapped the shit out of you. I ain't even. There was a year where I didn't punch nobody. I slapped them, and I was just like, after a slap, if you still want to fight, then we could fight. But that's, man, I was getting, I felt people was getting a little too comfortable, man.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? But I partaked, man. I partaked. I partied, man. You know, and I'm glad that I got it out of my system.
yeah.
I'm a peaceful man
That's
these days.
the
These are
growth.
show muscles. These ain't go muscles. I turn the other cheek. You know.
The growth and the elevation, and so a lot of that insight into the debauchery, man. Like I feel like you really built out like a cult following on Twitter too. Like early as the rise through music, like you were tweeting, and you probably don't even remember a lot of that shit, but you were tweeting
No,
some of the craziest, some of the craziest shit, man. Like,
I didn't know what Twitter is. Okay, I didn't know what Twitter was. It came out. Uh, my dude was like, "Yo, you know, I'm getting like little bitty press. I don't even know where it's coming from." My nigga's like, "Yo, you need a Twitter. They make me a Twitter." And I'm like, "How do you use this shit?" And you like, uh, you know that weird shit you be saying to us?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Just tweet it." And he was like, "Treat it like a journal." So that's where he fucked up first, okay? Damn, motherfuckers is getting canceled for that shit.
Right.
Okay, I, I will burn my phone. You feel me? Like I need to go down to his Twitter offices and have it literally expunge my whole shit from 2015. But I was just saying whatever I was thinking, and a lot of it was stupid as fuck. You know, some of it was insightful. Most of it was just like angry coke rants. Oh, I'm embarrassed, man. Every now and then I get like a retweet from like 2016,
Oh shit.
and I'm just like, I said that? Like, fuck? Why? Why did I say that? I don't even remember being in that mind frame, man.
It was, hey, from the outside, it was a good source of entertainment. Your feed was almost always, you get something on there that would incite a little bit of laughter or maybe some deep thinking in there too.
I needed therapy. I needed counseling.
The Twitter stream was a cry for help, man.
Hey, right? I took
Yeah.
it to, I said, hey, look, hey, these niggas told me how to use Twitter the wrong way. But it was fun, man. It was a blast. Had a lot of Twitter beefs, man. Trolls. I feel like, oh my God, I used to get trolled so bad on Twitter, man.
Mhm.
And I didn't understand. I was like Jan Silent Bob. I understand that these weren't real people that weren't gonna actually come and fight. I'm like, who the fuck is this fucking Reptar from Rugrats? I'm like, yo, where the fuck is you at? Like, my blood pressure was going crazy. And I think I only actually met one of those internet trolls in real life.
Mm.
I don't know which one it was because I didn't let him finish a sentence. I slapped the shit out of him. As soon as he told me he was from Twitter, he was like, "You don't know who I am?" And I'm like, "No, should I?" He's like, acting all tough. I'm like, "All right, I can already tell him to slap the shit out of this guy." He was like, "Me and you have beef on Twitter." And as soon as I heard beef on Twitter, man, I didn't know. I should have just waited to figure out which one I caught, but it was one of them Twitter niggas.
Yeah, he got the wrath of all of them, man.
Oh man, him and his friends. I was and a couple people who just were too close. I went full Tasmanian devil on that Twitter nigga, man. I hate them Twitter niggas.
They should have got distance, man. So, back to Seattle a little bit. Like, how do you feel like you had that window where you were getting a lot of love locally, and the love went out of the local area. But due to our demographic out here, lack of infrastructure, whatever, the conversation's been had many times over the past few years. Not a lot of people make it out of here, and I don't even mean make it isn't making it, but just getting their music truly taken out of here in any regard. And a lot of them seem to look very similar, and there's not a lot of people that came out that represent the lifestyle and a lot of stuff that you've been through, and whether you want to call it really from the culture that hip hop was derived from or whatever. What are your feelings on that? Do you feel like that still exists out here, or is it just a demographic thing, or is it the gatekeepers? Like, what's your kind of take on that conversation?
I feel like it's the demographic thing. I feel like Seattle likes to feel comfortable. And that was the whole reason I feel like a lot of my initial success. I didn't come here to rub your fucking back.
Mm,
I didn't come here to teach you how to fucking walk old ladies across the street. Like I came here to like say what like when I walked down the street, I saw a lot more motherfuckers like me than like the rep who were actually in the forefront. I was like, damn, where do nice guys like you be at? Because motherfuckers is trying to kick my ass everywhere I go, and I'm
mm,
seeing all this. like I feel like somebody needs to speak up for the motherfuckers like me,
mm,
and that's all it was. If they were out there, I set up the bat signal. I'm like, I can't be the only motherfucker who feels like this in the city of fucking Seattle, like right.
mm,
So I set up the bat signal, and my surprise, there were other motherfuckers, but it wasn't like I was trying to go against anything. I was just like, I don't feel this way. This
mm.
isn't this isn't the Seattle I'm experiencing right now. This is the Seattle I'm experiencing, and it's fucked up, but it's real and it's here. And that's just kind of how I approached it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of these venues are located up in Capitol Hill or down anywhere downtown. You know, you go out over Capitol Hill down on the district a little bit. You know, it definitely looks a lot different than the image they portray. And I think that's like that you said it, like Seattle prefers to, or at least portray that they are likes to be comfortable. Whether certain things are comfortable or not, that's a very good assertion, because you just look at, I think it's common, like, not to take it too political, but you got all these motherfuckers that throw Black Lives Matter signs in their yard, but the property that they bought has done gentrified the street, and they've contributed to the same message that they're trying to perpetrate out. It's like
Uh,
somebody's like, "Ooh, look, I'm safe, like comfortable," right? What you're saying, but it's like you're a cause of discomfort, like that. You know what I mean? It's
it's
the surface
crazy.
level, right?
And Seattle is very guilty of that. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, man, y'all. It didn't happen overnight. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? The gentrification of the Central District, that's like the longest black neighborhood in Seattle. So much culture there, and it's just like, oh shit, it's we just noticed that it's in the middle of everything. Very fucking convenient. Very fucking convenient place to live, right? Let's push them on the federal way. Um, it's not just happening in Seattle, man. It's
Right.
happening everywhere. It's just the way of the world right now, man. Like everybody needs to stop and like pay attention and do something at the same fucking time, because it's happening here. It's happening in New York. You feel me? Ain't no reason I should walk through Oakland without getting my goddamn chain snatched. Okay. went to see my mama. Went to see my mama last month and felt safe. God damn it.
Oh no.
Fucking shit happened.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
Oakland changed.
East Oakland didn't change, but goddamn
True.
it, the rest did.
True, true. Yeah, I was just out there like a year ago, and it's even changed in the last couple of years. I go out there pretty often, but it's been changing quite a bit over these last few years, man. Changing quick.
Man, it's everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying?
Another question I have back on the music tip is, would you classify, like, a lot of people like locally in the Seattle area will put you on a pedestal in terms of like, man, that's that, during the run, right? This is one of the top dogs out here. And nationally, your run was more as like an underground artist, I guess. I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way, but I don't know how to classify it on like the broader spectrum past the local scene. Did you ever look at yourself as like an underground artist or treat your career that way, or that's just kind of what it was boxed in when it was fed out?
I see myself as an underground artist, um, outside of Seattle for sure. Especially the time that I came out where it was a little pre SoundCloud,
Mm,
right when on the verge of SoundCloud, where motherfuckers was looking for things and discovering it, and that was spreading organically. And then there was like the people who had deals and all the flashy lights, but there was also a very good underground following. We could go and tour. You feel me? Off some shit we put out on our own. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in that state, it put me in the underground because I was, underground independent. Everyone wanted to be independent. And you know how expensive it is to be independent, nigga. For you in debt, nigga. But during that era, yeah, I say I'm underground, but like, so when you look at the chart, you see everyone listening to your music. You know what I'm saying? I
hmm.
got a lot of motherfuckers that listen to me out of country. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Crazy places I'll probably never be. But there's not somewhere where I just got hella motherfuckers, right? But I got a little motherfuckers everywhere, man, and it blows my mind. Like I get shit from niggas in France, tattoo shops and shit. It's always tattoo motherfuckers. One of my partners from Seattle moved to France, and he knew me since I was like 16, begging to get tats, and they turned me, no, come back when you're 18.
Mm,
Come back all fucked up with all these home tats. But he moved to France, and he said at the shop he was working at, they didn't believe that he knew me. And he's like,
Mm,
nah, man, I've known him since he was a kid. And they're like, nah, you don't know him. I'm like, damn, nigga, them French, like they don't know, they don't know how small Seattle is. So it's like weird shit like that. And I'm cool with that, man. Now, I don't have no ego, no nothing like that. I'm old and bitter, but I'm just bitter about anything right
mm,
now. I hate everything. But yeah, there's no ego anything anymore with it. So now I can look back a little more and appreciate
mhm.
smaller things.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, some of my friends like on the East Coast, you were one of the few. Like everybody, I worked with people in music, whatever, back 2000 fucking 8 to 14, 15 maybe. And you were definitely one of those few names, right? Like everybody knew me. I wasn't even from Seattle, but everyone said I was from Seattle. I'm out in Pittsburgh.
That's
People,
how
oh,
it is.
he's from Seattle. I'm like, nah, but whatever. Like
You
you don't know
anywhere
where I'm
near
from.
Seattle, you go somewhere else. You from Seattle.
Well, as the thing on the East Coast, you sound from Washington, and they say DC, right? So you can't
DC.
even say fucking Washington. So that's just how people I was always introduced. Oh, that's Mitch from Seattle. And then I remember at a certain point, people would always be like, y'all don't got like what? Y'all got Macklemore? Is that the only thing y'all got going on out there? Forever. And then finally, people start being like, oh, Nacho Picasso, man, he's from out there, right? And I was like, yeah, that's crazy. And so I noticed that was probably that time period where you say you started bubbling, like people outside started kind of recognizing you as
Man,
like
I
really
was
one of the
getting
only things
love,
coming out of
bro.
here.
I was getting love, man, and I couldn't believe it. And it was real. Like I didn't have no what do people have? Agents and
Mm,
goddamn secret deals and fucking secret investors. Like shit, I was fucked up during the height of my career. I was probably doing worse than I was ever doing in my life. Like, feel me? I had all this. I didn't know. I didn't expect none of it. I didn't have no fucking plan.
mm.
I was just like, oh, motherfuckers like this shit. Uh, is that cocaine? For like a long time. And then I started learning the business mainly by getting people getting over on me.
Mm,
I'm a motherfucker. That's the only way I learn. It's the hard way.
yeah.
But you fucking do some shit to me once, I'm a, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I know I'm a Scorpio, so I learned a lot of shit since then that I wish I knew coming in. But I have no expectations. I just wanted to make some shit that wasn't like uh, telling me how to do math problems and shit.
mm.
I wanted to write around to some shit that reflected what the fuck I was doing. I didn't want to be all. Wanted to make some dark shit. Like, man, look at Seattle, man. Look out your motherfucking window. Who got Gotham City?
Right.
You feel me? We ain't got no fucking palm trees, man.
Right, right. And that's and
Dirt
that's
bags.
and that's why I think a lot of people you got the anti-hero moniker and like people really catered to that. How did you approach like collaboration? You obviously work with a lot of people. You did collab albums, you've been featured on shit. You've worked with a lot of people. How did you approach like who you wanted to work with and what went into that?
So luckily I had a lot of friends and people who I was actually um like knew that were just fucking talented, and I would make music just on some man. My friend, 2014 and 15. Hey, you're my friend. We ain't no paperwork. My nigga, let's do some coke and make some songs. And then people started hitting me for features like 2013, and I would just make up prices, and they would seem to have these crazy amounts of money. I was like, I didn't even know these people were, bro. They were sending me rave beats, motherfucking, bro. I would rap about whatever for some goddamn money. And I couldn't believe motherfuckers were paying me. I'm fucking listen to the beat. Will you do a 16? Yes. I don't know the nigga's name, nothing. Send me the beat. You're sending me money? My nigga? Fuck yeah. I couldn't believe it. And then sometimes there was some actual features. I worked with some artists that I just really wanted to work with. I'm not good at reaching out to people. I never was like, you know. I the slightest thing where I feel like I'm starting to kiss somebody's ass, I just can't do it.
Mm,
Man, I could even be a fan, not even like, just really like
hmm.
what you do. But man, if I can't say it in a way where you know that I ain't fucking dick riding you, that I just won't even let you know. I'll stand right next to you, look at you like shit, nigga. Motherfuck you too, nigga. But there's a lot of I just was never good at that. So there's a lot of artists that I wanted to work with that I just never worked with. Cause nigga, I ain't paying you. And
Mm.
I ain't trying to be your motherfucking friend, nigga. Like all that fake rap friend shit was crazy. I had so many fucking friends. What fuck those guys, right? Fuck. Rap friends. I like
Yeah.
real friends that can rap or rappers who become real friends. But
Mhm.
then there's just the rap friends. And we're
Yeah.
just friends because we rap. Fuck. Mm.
That's the only shit you got in common. So, I mean, beyond artists, right? You work with a lot of producers and a lot of dope producers. Blue Sky Black Death, Eric G, fucking Jake One. I mean, Harry Fraud. What are some of the bet like your favorite producers you've worked with, and why are they your favorite producers?
Uh, Raised by Wolves.
Oh yeah, Raised by Wolves too. I didn't drop his name. Yeah.
Probably my favorite producer, one of them, mainly because I would have never rapped if it wasn't for him. Um, we did blunt raps.
Mm,
A lot of people know about blunt raps too, but obviously, if there's a blunt raps two, there's a secret blunt raps one that's really hard to find. I don't think it's on any of my Spotify's or whatever that computer shit is, but you could find it. And that only, man, if you listen to that shit, it's niggas. Oh man, that's dope. How it was lo-fi, nigga. We just didn't know how to mix or master. I was on. I would every day I would come. I would smoke weed, do coke, and he would play a beat, and that's the only. And then we put that out, and then like hella people were like fucking with it. I was already like trying to do my little local shit in BAYB and shit, but when I put out blunt raps and it was just me saying fucked up shit, niggas loved it, and from there was the Blue Sky Black Death shit.
mm,
So I always gotta let niggas know, like Raised by Wolves, like I wouldn't even, man, I was doing criminal activities. I stopped doing all that shit. Like he fucking, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that was like, yo, do this music, stop doing that.
mm,
And so I always gotta put him up there. And then Blue Sky Black Death, what we did was fucking magical. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it again. Like shit, timing, everything. It was some
mm,
Harry Potter shit. Like yeah, it was almost we made our own genre. Like we opened our own portal. All it took was weird atmospheric beats that no one really could ride but
mm.
me, and a lot of drugs and time. And um, man, those guys are just geniuses, man. Shout out to Blue Sky Black Death, mostly Young God Ian. He's my favorite.
Mm.
But I do play favorites. I don't give a fuck. All my cousins, everybody know. Yeah, nigga, I like you more than I like you, nigga. What's up? I don't give a fuck. My kids will know too. Hey, nigga, I'm sorry. I really like her. Him more than I like you. Favorites is real. I know I'm my mom's favorite. Shit. But Harry Fraud, like, come on, man. He's a fucking legend. Um, I made one beat. I made David Blowy. That was cool. Only beat I ever made. I had a
Mm.
lot of help. I don't know how to press buttons, but I had this beat in my head. I kept trying to tell niggas, and it wasn't, and they weren't listening. So I was like, no, I need hands. How do you make this sound? So I'm a hot producer that day. Oh man, who else have I worked with, man? I don't be remembering, man. Look, I made a lot of music in a short
Right.
amount of time. I was going through so much shit. Man, we were fucking fighting. it was like some action 80s movie shit. Like I was getting jumped. We were fucking doing stunts,
Mm,
helicopters, jumping out of helicopters, scrupulous amounts of cocaine. I was like James Bond, bro. Like a lot of shit I don't remember. It was like almost like I was possessed. Like as soon as I walked in and I heard a beat, nigga, I'm gonna say exactly what I'm
mm,
thinking right now. A lot of those songs were made on the spot. Like I didn't take the beat home, and a lot of
mhm,
them shits we was just so high that it's now. We're gonna do the whole song right now.
mm.
Album's coming out next month, nigga.
Just coming right out. So what's on the you still up there in the rafters for weed smokers out here as well, man. What are some of your favorite strains? Obviously at Respect My Region, we cover a lot of weed shit, man. What are some of your favorite strains you smoking on right now?
Um, let's see. So I've been going to the dispensary at first. Out here it ain't like back home.
It's
I'm
Tad.
spoiled back home. Man, I spent 300 something at the dispensary. All these little cool ass rapper weeds and
Mm-hmm.
basketball player and anime weeds. I got home, nigga. I ain't even have a full ounce. I miss home. So shit. For the most part, I've been quantity over quality.
Mm.
I've been trying to go to them little pop up shops and weed,
Yep.
try to get the most bang for my buck. Like, how much weed can I get?
Cash that right at the table. I know the ones.
I don't even like. I've been smoking since I was 9 years old. I never
Mm.
stopped. You know what I'm saying? I smoked weed on Christmas when I was 9 years old, and I said I'm never gonna stop doing this. I didn't have no new presents. My old toys became new toys. It was amazing, and I've been high my whole life, pretty much. Right? I didn't even have fucking pubic hair, and I knew how to roll fucking blunt. Right? So it's like at this point, like I smoke so much weed, I don't even want to know unless I'm back home, because then it's a little cooler, because I know motherfuckers. But up here, I'm like niggas like, yo, this is so and so, blah 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 blah. Cool ass shiny bag. I'm like, nigga, I'm ripping it up, and nigga, I smoke like 3 blunts an hour by myself with no friends. So I lately I've just been buying as much weed as I can, as long as it looks good. I don't even care.
Mm.
But it has to be indica. I'm not no sativa ass nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not about to be sitting here thinking about fucking all this weird ass childhood trauma.
Yeah.
Give me the goddamn indica.
I'm very much the same. I don't do caffeine or none of that, and the sativa just gets me like too buzzing.
Anxiety.
Yeah.
I don't know, why would they make that? Why does it do that to me?
It's already racing up here. I don't need to maximize it. I'm trying to slow it down a
I
little bit.
smoke weed to chill out and
Yeah.
relax and center myself. So I don't know why I would need to smoke some weed that makes me feel frazzled.
He said frazzled. Casual fast. So I was also going to ask you, Cali weed versus Washington weed. Is there where do you stand? What's more fire? I mean, Cali gets the hype, but if you're from up here, you know that we got a place. We produce some fire out here.
You want to here's what I tell these guys up here, since I'm up here by myself and I don't want to get jumped by all the Cali weed people. And between me and you, I miss Seattle weed.
Mm,
I know my way around Seattle real good, especially with the weeds, and I know who grows what. And I know, shout out to Flight. I'm not just saying that because that's our shit, but But shout out to Tranquil Forest. It's one of my favorite to
they're killing
smoke
it.
out there right now. Sometimes I get lucky and someone comes up here from Seattle, brings me a little bit. But
Hmm.
honestly, yeah. Okay, here's the thing. I could find some crazy ass weed up here, right? Some wild ass scientist, Dr. Kabapolis shit, right? That Gary Payton grew with Corrupt and Dub C or whatever the fuck, right? But man, I could also find some weed with seeds up here.
Right.
And I say back, I tell these niggas up here, I say, hey man, y'all got some cool shit that we don't got. We got some shit that you don't got, but we both got some pretty good weed. And But I tell them I can't find no goddamn Bammer back home. I could look high and low, and the worst I'm gonna come up with is some Bubba. Like, why did why is there seeds up here sometimes? So like that's the separation. I think if we was to find the best weed in Cali and the best weed in Seattle, it would be pretty close.
Hmm.
But if we was to find the worst weed in Cali and the worst weed in Seattle, Cali would blow us out the park. How is that even in the store, my nigga? Like that looks like the shit my cat plays with, man. So,
Ugh.
but above it will be some shit that looks like it came from Narnia. So it's like,
Yeah,
but I do miss back home. I miss back home's prices. They got a tax on weed up here. Okay,
yeah, yeah. It's
I'm getting
about double down there.
getting $80 quarters. Nigga, I smoke a quarter in one blunt, one sit in. Like, what is that gonna do for me?
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely that Cali, the tax of the hype, the tax of whatever they got going on down there. It's crazy, man.
I contemplated stopping smoking. That's how real it is.
Mm,
And that's all I really enjoy doing is smoking and lifting weights. And I literally, because it's just ridiculous how much money I spend just to be high, how I used to be high back home.
mm. Yeah, you got to get like you said the little pop up markets, the sessions they got. I mean, LA still got some. The Bay's got it for like weekly, bi-weekly going on. That's definitely the spot to get the best for the lowest.
Yeah, they bad. Yeah, I'm telling you, because motherfuckers got too much weed. They don't know what to do with it, man. And if
They
you
just cut
at
the
the
guy.
right,
All you do when you buy it at one of those is just cutting the whole system out. So the store usually marks it up 2.5%, 3%. You're getting it, or three times. You're getting it, for a third of the price, man, and they're getting the same amount for it.
and these stores think they're so damn cool up here. Yo, it's like walking into a dispensary up here is like walking into like somebody who works at the Supreme store in like 2014. They like, damn, nigga, just sell me some weed. Yeah, man, you hear the new Gunner? I'm like, nigga, I'm here for some motherfucking weed, nigga. Oh, nigga, like, nigga, I'm not here to talk and the music's too loud, nigga. Just sell me some weed quietly, nigga, and let me leave. Oh, nigga, I like them shoes, man. These niggas think they cooler than me. I'm like, nigga, who's selling who the weed, bro? Like, just give me the goddamn weed. I don't like all that shit.
Yeah,
Back home it's chill. Like we used to this shit. These niggas got to make everything so goddamn cool. Long ass line around the damn uh, dispensary like Nike Town. Nigga, what Jordans are in there? It's just weed, my nigga. Why is there a line? So yeah, cause it's
yeah,
cool to go to that weed shop. That's the weed shop all the cool niggas go to.
yeah.
Niggas
So that
got double cups and shit and line. Like, all you hear is a bunch of chains. Like, yeah, I'm going to the quiet nigga dispensary.
Yeah, and that man, that's something that people you don't see in Washington. Like you go to LA, man, you pull up at the weed store, it's like chains everywhere, foreigns everywhere. It looks like everybody looks like a athlete or a rapper outside. Like don't matter what race they are, everybody's just like balled out, trying to outflex one another, and it's just a bunch of I don't know, are they regular people? Or they I don't even know
I
who
don't
those
think
people
they're
are,
from
man.
here. That's my theory. I think they're niggas that just come here with them big dreams. I be seeing cats drive down residential areas with their head out the window of their car, like in the rented vans. Cali, nigga, we made it, nigga. I'm like, bro, we're literally by Bartels, my nigga. Like, but yeah, I think it's just part of the shit. Like, you come here, that's part of the what people
Hmm.
put in their mind. You know what I'm saying? Cliche shit.
Yeah.
Come here, we gonna fucking take off. I'm the only nigga that moved to LA to not talk to anybody in the history. I moved here to not be shit. Niggas be like, so what do you do? And I'm like, man, as little as possible. Trying to do less. You feel me? What do you mean? What do I do? God damn it.
That-
Yeah.
that's the interesting take. Yeah, nobody goes to LA to get out the way, but I guess that's a Nacho Picasso thing to do, huh?
Man, a nigga recognized me at Venice Beach through my mask.
Oh
And it
shit.
scared the shit out of me because I have not been, I ain't been out. And like back home, like, yeah, everybody knows, obviously, especially when I had my damn glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, man, everyone knows, you know. But up here, I ain't hear none of that. No one drove by, Nacho, none of that. Yo, what's up? I was feeling comfortable, let my guard down. And some motherfucker, of course, it was at Venice Skate Park.
Mm.
Should have known. Some low down motherfucker there would recognize me. But Nacho, I was, oh shit, scared me, nigga. I forgot, nigga. I thought I was in the witness protection program. But yeah, I like. I'm chilling, man. I'm working on an album
Okay.
because I want to.
Mm.
Um, I started so strong. I just want to end on a good note. Ain't got nobody telling me when nothing has to happen, or it's just real organic, cool. Don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna. This isn't the one that's gonna get me the finally gonna get my commercial success. Oh, this is the one that's gonna get me at the Super Bowl. Like I said, fuck that. Nigga. I'm
Mm.
just trying to put something out for me and my people. And that's it.
Mm.
I don't give a fuck. I had a great time, man. I'm I'm still good.
Yeah.
I'm just not as interested in it. The drugs helped.
That.
I don't want to write raps right now. I got a virtual reality thing. I got PS5. I got fucking Peloton, nigga. I got a cat. Nigga, I don't
Uh,
know fucking right, nigga. Back there, I'm like, whoop, whoop. Yo, it's fucking right. Let's go. But I'm glad. Helped me get all that weird shit was in me, and I had
mm.
to get it out. Had to get it out.
That's
Now
a
I'm Nacho the Gray, like when Gandalf died.
came back all wise and
Yeah, Gandalf the White was it?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm Nacho the White now. Well, I was Nacho the White back then. I'm Nacho the Gray. Nacho the Gray now.
That's funny. Well, no, bro, that's great to hear. It's great to hear like, hey, going through just some life shit, the drug shit, coming out on the other side clean, and then also hearing how the music helped get that out of you, get a lot of that shit out of you, and bring you to the place you are. Because I'm a firm believer in like, you know, my hustle started through trying to like make beats, do the music shit right, and like so many people try and talk people out of when you're pursuing music, like don't do that. That's not how hard it is, and it's like I'm very passionate about passing on to the next generation or the younger kids, like pursue that, go as hard as you can. Like it, even if it doesn't work out, it's gonna take you where you need to be. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's the thing. I couldn't once I started and if I got that shit out on started making music, I couldn't just know. I couldn't not know.
Mm.
I could not try. You know, I wasn't about to be like, man, when I was younger, I could rap, and I just didn't want to rap. I didn't try. Like now, motherfucker, I did what I did more than I ever expected to do,
Mm.
and I did less than motherfuckers expected me to do, and somewhere in between, I came out a better motherfucker because of it. Hell, fucking got no complaints, man. I did a lot of weird shit, and I regrets and complaints are two different things.
Oh man, that's a philosophy right there.
Yeah, man. And I'm still alive. It's not like I'm dead right now or nothing. I'm like talking like it's past tense. Like I'm still gonna make music.
Hmm.
Whether I choose to put it out or not is my
Sure.
choice. It's kind of expensive nowadays. For me just to even put a album out how I used to put it out, it cost a lot of money for me to
Right.
do the same exact shit and for the same motherfuckers to see it and hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Mm.
as easy as it was back then.
Right.
So shit, like yo, like ain't gonna motherfucking help. Like ain't nobody fucking chipping in on this shit. So if I choose to, you know, do some shit, but I don't gotta do nothing. And I think I gave motherfuckers a lot of music that they still don't understand,
Right.
that they can revisit. like you know, it's like the Da Vinci Code.
Mm,
Like motherfucker, I be hearing shit and I'm like, whoa, that's cool. I know nobody got that. Plus, I didn't understand that not everybody's like me. You know, like I'm an alpha nerd. I'm a nerd that got girls and couldn't get beat up. So it's like my brain works a little different. So I'm thinking everybody gets every metaphor. I'm thinking like, yeah, motherfuckers are gonna be tripping when they hear this shit, and they're just like, oh, that's the cool beat. I'm like, man, fuck you. So call me when you figure out everything I fucking was talking about and actually get it. Because a
right.
lot of shit sounds like I was talking about one thing and I was talking about another. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, and that's why I did. I made little codes. I was so high that I'm like, I'm gonna hide shit in this song. I'm gonna say this but really mean this. I was that high, bro. I was thinking so in depth, bro. The music had to have kept me alive because there was nights where I was just was on a little bit of everything.
Mm.
It was just like pretty sure this shit's counter because this is pulling me this way. But if I rap or fight, I will make it to tomorrow. Let's go to the studio. So yeah, man, it was. I I don't think I couldn't do it again. It was the time. It was everything. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like when the niggas was fighting Thanos in Endgame, nigga Doctor Strange was like, "We got one, one outcome, one possibility, nigga. That was it." Like
Ugh.
I'm sure there's like a multiverse where I was like signed ASAP Rocky's deal or something, or I like got the fucking Wiz Khalifa treatment because it was like, yeah, I'm watching these niggas take off. And like, there's a multiverse me that's not underground. The multiverse me that did the Super Bowl with Shakira. But good for that nigga. But I don't know. I could probably whip his ass. I guarantee that.
Uh. Still standing as a one. Well, man, I super appreciate you hopping on here, chopping it up about the
Love.
history, the future. Like I said, it's really good seeing you where you're at in the mindset. And it's a beautiful thing. I think again, artists when they get to that point, you're never gonna stop being an artist, being creative, but getting to that point where it's like I'm just doing shit for me, and if it comes out, it so happens. But that's also testament to what it sounds like. A lot of your career and success was just being you, and I think it's a big thing. We always try to pass game along when we're doing these because there's a lot of artists out there watching other artists and trying to pick up little nuggets and like it's a prime example. Everyone's always trying to crack the code, like try and learn all the fucking combinations, but it really just comes down to like just being yourself, right? And being comfortable and owning that. That's like really what this shit really comes down to.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to feel happy and be proud of what, I mean, we could all follow suit. I'm not wearing a uniform because I don't want to wear a uniform.
Mm,
But if you put that uniform on, you got that job. But I feel good every night. I go to sleep. I wake up, same nigga. Don't gotta cater to nobody. I did it my way, and I'm fucking feel all right about it.
hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, man, I really appreciate you making the time tonight. And hopping on here. You're probably one of the few rappers I've had on any podcast or any situation lately that's been on time, which is weird because from what I know of, Nacho of yesteryear, he might be at one studio session when he's supposed to be at another studio session, and
Well, the thing is, I didn't think I was gonna be able to set it up right. So if anything, I was early. Like, man, I'm like 6:50. Let me try this shit. It's gonna take me for at least 10 minutes to figure this shit out. So it's all like, yeah, I'm very punctual. Very punctual these days, man.
yeah, it truly is the evolution of Nacho Picasso, man.
Man, 180, man, full circle, man. I'm not done yet. At one point, I got to grow a great white beard. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? I don't even got glasses no more. The whole era, it's over. You know what I'm saying? But a new era begins. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. That's life. If we don't allow people to evolve, then we telling every piece of shit right now to just stay a piece of shit forever.
mm.
And then what? We're stuck in a world full of pieces of shit, and we probably won't survive because they'll fucking do some wild shit to us. So anyone could change, you know. Just about anybody. I ain't gonna, a couple motherfuckers.
He's a couple motherfuckers I can't forgive.
Couple motherfuckers ain't changing, but you know.
I feel that way. You know, everyone looking out there to follow you is at Nacho Picasso on all social medias, correct?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram and Twitter and Xbox and PS5. If you niggas want to get ran on the sticks.
Well, I appreciate you. So album coming this year or just whenever you fucking feel like it?
I'm very early into it. I think I will finish it this year. Let's say end of 2022, beginning of 2023.
Okay.
I'll do it right. Might take a time. I'm not a well-oiled machine. I'm just a mere man. Yeah, but we gonna get it out. We're gonna get it right.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you very much. Good seeing you, man. Have a great evening, Nacho.
All right, bro. You too.
All right, man.
I don't know how to turn this shit off. I'm just gonna walk away.
All right, guys. That was Respect My Region Plus, Nacho Picasso, infamous Seattle artist, man. Really did it big for the city. Moved on down to Cali. Still carrying a little bit of Seattle with him. Really good having him on here. I hope you guys picked up some good stuff from that. We'll be back. More weekly content coming later this week. More episodes of this coming and the usual RMR podcast. And this programming was paid for by our own selves because ain't nobody else cutting the check. All right, Mitch from RespectMerchant.com. We'll see you.